Look at this. I'm not saying that these are connected. I just think the timing is strange. We're going to look at the blackouts happening in Washington, Brazil, Canada, and comparing them to what the EIS Council just warned about hours ago. The EIS Council deals with black sky hazards. It's international critical infrastructure in multiple regions disruption event. Urban systems are hitting their breaking point. Cities today are navigating unprecedented challenges. They aren't just growing, they're overlapping, aging infrastructure, climate extremes, cyber disruptions, interconnected lifeline systems. What do y'all think about that? They said something hours before all this happened, but let's look at this video briefing that the EIS Council has, and then let's look at the atmospheric river situation here in a second.
There is growing concern regarding the potentially catastrophic repercussions to modern society of large-scale, long-duration power outages.
This is a regional, national, and international update.
We've got a couple of these hitting the Americas and more moving down from the north through the UK and Europe across the Atlantic.
Wait, you just looked at that map, didn't you? Let's look at the atmospheric river. Right after they show that map, they show floods. That's what they simulated. Connected or not? I'm not saying it is, but I want to see what you say in the chat. Give me a not or give me a connected. Now, they talk about the grid, the black sky event, and hazards. But let's look at what's recently been said. AI plant being built in the US will be self-sustaining with their own electricity. China reportedly has more than double electric power generating capacity December 11, 2025. And then the EIS Council said this before we had all this happening, December 2nd. Most cities think they can survive 72 hours without power. They can't. When the grid goes dark, the collapse moves fast. 6 hours, gas station empty. 12 hours, hospital shaky back up. 24, food distribution stops. 48, calms down. Why do they need to tell us this right now? Why are they saying this? I'm going to go deeper into something else because he talks about the AI plants being built, but Black Sky project, Black Sky event. Guess what technology is over it? Let's go to it. Real-time AI enhanced tactical IRS or ISR built for defense, intelligence, and global security leaders who can't afford to wait. Let's go deeper. Black Sky Spectra. This platform makes real-time decisions, making your new reality. Experience the power of Black Sky Spectra. It's basically this AI, this advanced AI that watches you from the sky. And they're able to make decisions based on it, even in collapses or power outages. Doesn't matter. They'll be able to see you wherever. And then they have an event coming up as well in January. So let's look at this really quick. At EIS Council, we unite governments, utilities, transport, comms, finance, emergency services, and critical industries for the black sky simulations that expose weak points before a crisis hits. Worst time to find a system breaking point is while it's breaking. Interesting choice of words. Do you think they're trying to find that breaking point right now while everything is happening? Let's go a little deeper. Earth EX Project, EIS Council. Let's look at, Dr. Chris Beck, Chief Scientist, Vice President for Policy at EIS Council. Dr. Beck has led critical infrastructure resilience strategy at EIS Council since 2011, focused on mitigating long-duration black sky power outages, a nationally recognized expert in critical infrastructure protection, cybersecurity, emerging threats, and homeland security policy. He previously served as Subcommittee Staff Director and Senior Advisor for Science and Technology U.S. Committee on Homeland Security from 2005 to 2011. Now let's go a little bit deeper into the event for January, because if this was a situation where, what do you notice in your area? Do you notice that there's cascading, maybe strange like scenarios with the power, or something else you haven't been seeing? What is that scenario like? I want to know, what are you guys thinking? And let's go a little deeper here. What is this event about in January? Okay, it says Wednesday, January, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Resilient Cities, Building the Global Cities Network. The session will launch the Global Cities Resilience Initiative. This happens in January, everybody. Exploring how cities can strengthen preparedness for cascading multi-sector disruptions. We will highlight practical urban resilience strategies through examples, focusing on cross-border cooperation. So this is international. And it says a city level implementation. The webinar will also feature a short genome simulation demonstrating how integrated decision support tools can help cities manage power, transportation, and infrastructure challenges. They go live with these things too internationally. So if they go live with it internationally, the last time I checked, they started from sector to sector, because each sector internationally is under the black sky, pretty much preparedness simulation. And I was just looking at the situation right now, because if you need AI powered, grids, you no longer need the older grids. That means that your energy is continuous, but what about the public? And that's the big question here. And I'm going to move into the situation right here, because the EIS Council, as we're speaking right now, we just looked at a video clip that seems pretty similar to what may be playing out. So the atmospheric river, the only thing is to confirm this across Europe, I need to hear you. And this is supposed to take place a little bit longer. This is not over. So I want to show you something. So it's interesting that they showed a flood right after that. And I know maybe you didn't see that good enough. I'm going to show you here again in a second, and then I'm going to show you what's coming next pretty much week. But this video is not going to be an expiration date on it, because this can happen at any given moment. So, all right, this is the EIS Council. We just had an atmospheric river hit. And after they talk about, you see the comms, they're talking about how come as you are, no preparations. And then they show a lady who says, we're getting hit with this across Europe, United States, and it's going all the way over into Africa. And then she shows floods. JW Caught the Live was watching the flash in the sky video until this. Yeah, I just talked about the flash in the sky. Let's take a look really quick right here. Let's take a look at this. This so-called atmospheric moisture is supposed to continue to happen all the way up to the 20th. And we're going to continue to watch that. But The AI situation with the Black Sky event is a new monitoring of the situation. The Resilience Global Cities Network is about to launch January 2026. And we're here right now giving you the intel before that even happened, giving you the pre-scripted plan that is already being worked out by the EIS Council. Prescripted in a way of their preparedness, they say. So the events that start to play out is going to be closely watched and decoded. We did part one of this Black Sky event, and we got into how widespread this really is. It's not just about one sector. It's about solar flares. It's about New Madrid fault. It's about weather. But they see that a moment is going to arrive that the society will be watched and managed with a Black Sky satellite operation, which when the dark hits, this thing, we don't know 100% all its capabilities. But that's what's going to be coming up, and we're going to be figuring that out in the next part to Black Sky events. If you didn't see the first part, you need to check that on the left-hand side. What do you really think is going on here? And is something playing out already that we don't know of?